Well, now here we are again. We have our very jolly, super loving octopus. Now, how are we going to put this octopus together? Well, let's examine it. If we look at its head-body combination here, we'll see that overall we're going to start with a circle. A simple circle, and then we're going to add some curves at the top of it to give the indication of where its eyes will go. And as most of us know, an octopus has 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now wait a moment, did I miss a leg? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well now, I can't believe I did that. We will imagine that its other leg is behind its body and we can't see it because we can't see through an octopus. Now can we? Now I'm not aware that there are any octopus or octopi, should I say, out there that are see-through. There are jellyfish that are, but I don't know about any octopi. So we are going to imagine that the 8th leg is behind its body. When we go to draw today though, if you wish to add that 8th leg or tentacle, by all means we can look at doing that. But for this little illustration here, an example, it looks as though maybe I did miss the 8th one, or maybe I imagined it was behind his body. No matter what, we have to use wavy, curly lines to make those tentacles. We have some curves or bumps here, and then we can decorate the octopus even more and make it that super loving, all kinds of love that it's giving out. Now, as I always like to start with circles and curved lines to build my pictures, I am using a half sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, and I tore it in half. So you could trace a circle. You can use your hands, as I like to do with letter C, to decide on how big or small I want to start. I think this is pretty good, so I'm just going to add my curved line in here, just like that. And I have this overall size of its head or circle now. And then, as mentioned, I'm going to place, put my crayons away because they want to roll in here. Okay. As mentioned, I want to place this bumpy, curvy, wavy indication of where its head or eyes would be located. Unlike this one, where it's rather low, I'm going to make this one a little higher. So right on, if I were to divide this circle with an X, okay, X. So right where this point is, I'm going to draw up and then over to where this point is. See how that division line helped me? Okay, letter X. And now I have the indication of where its eyes or head would be located. And I could start to draw its eyes in here. Now I did use circular eyes here, and we could do that, and that's absolutely fine. Circle eyes are fine. Or I could add a little more cheer to it possibly with a little curve. A little curve. And could it be looking at us? It could be looking up. It could be looking over. Could be looking down. Looking that way. I think I like that it's looking over. So I'm going to indicate that just a little more with my pencil line. It's looking that way. And I could even give it a little bit of an eyebrow. Or I could draw around it. I like just the eyebrows, so I emphasize that. Alright, and we have its overall head here, and I'm going to use this X as a help with its tentacles. I'm actually going to draw some more cross lines here, and that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8 markings, doesn't it? So if I start here and I add my wavy line, wavy line, wavy line, wavy line, wavy line. Notice these are curving away from each other. Wavy line, another wavy line, and then over here. Oh, now, I think we're going to get our 8 tentacles in here, aren't we? So, we have these little hearts, and the way I like to do that is to use the tentacle for this one. And now I have the heart, right? I just went around, bump, bump, and over. And then I can attach the bottom part of its tentacle. I want to copy this curved line right here. Come around behind and make it look like it's holding it. Okay. Notice this is lighter, this is darker because I don't want that there in the end. It's all about the pressure of how you use that pencil so that you can get rid of the things you don't want. Alright, so let's connect these. Have this one come down. And then this is going to come around. And again, bump, bump, and it's holding its heart. And then we add, coming around. You can even have the bottom of the heart here. Okay, and then this one's coming down and around. You have the heart tucked in there, ba-bump, ba-bump. And add buddy line. I like to call them buddy lines because they're traveling in the same direction, eventually helping each other. And it's coming around. We could even extend it even more. I mean, even more if we wanted to. It's like the number 6. And then around. Okay. And continuing this process, now we're going to go this way. Let's make this connected here. And bump, bump. I'm not going to bring this all the way down because I realized I connected it there, so I have to bring this one around like that and tuck it in. Looks pretty puny. Let's thicken it up. Thicken it up. Make those choices as we go along. Okay, and then we have this one. We have a little bit of overlap. So this tentacle is going to be in front of this one. Makes it a little more challenging. So we just want to draw through and around. And then we add this one here. Curve up. And add in our bumpy line for our heart. And then again, this one's going to be in front of that one. So if I'm repeating this line here, right here, and coming around. And if I want that to be longer, I extend and go around. So just like that. Okay, so again, I went this way, added that, drew this around like that, followed through with a loopy line, followed through, took this around and down. got lost a little bit myself there. So remember how I mentioned, this one back here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I missing? Ah, I'm missing that one. Wow, that's interesting. Alright, so this one here, if I'm looking at the one on this side, okay, this is not coming out from the top like this one is. Because I thought that if it came out of the top, it would look kind of strange. So what I did is I just adjusted, and I thought, well, what if it just came out this way? Alright, it's coming still out of that center, and then it's coming around this way. Pencil got hung up. And then we go around, and we put our heart in there. Done, done, done. And so if we wanted to put this 8th one in, it would probably pop out over here. Give it a bunny. This would circle around and hold it in place. And that works just fine. Looks quite complicated, I know, because of all these tentacles going around and around. Alright, well now let's give it a happy face because it's so loving. I wonder if I should give it a smaller happy face. I do like that much better. Let's do that. What if I pointed it? Made it more pointy. I think I like that even more. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Sharpie pen, or my permanent marker here, and I'm going to trace over everything, and then I will erase. Being careful not to trace anything I don't want. I had to be very careful there because I almost made a mistake. If I would have, I could not erase, so I'd have to figure out how to fix it. And those are those little problem-solving activities that our brains have to work through. Could you imagine an octopus with all 8 tentacles just wanting to give you a hug? Look at all the love it's carrying here. All the heart symbol of love. It just wants to give you a hug. I don't personally think I would want to do that. Have it give me a hug. But, everything needs a little extra care sometimes. Even those creatures that have lots of extra things. Like arms and tentacles. These wonderful eyes in here. Nicely done. And so we will now erase. Alright. There is our loving octopus. Okay, it looks so cute. Let's add some more to it. When we look at this guy here, he has these wonderful little heart decorations and little teardrop kind of shapes. We have our bumps. Let's see how we can make this one a little more exciting as well. Let's start off with his little suction cuppy things. Just little curved lines on the ends. Little curved lines. More of these little curved lines. And some over here. Let's see. I make it so that it follows that wavy line. You're going in the direction of that wavy line. And it's big and small. And I'm going to turn my paper so I can do this one. And then we will have a nice big one right here. Turn the paper so they go in that direction. Oh, look at that. That spiral effect. Come around. A little tiny one in there. And then I go over here. And then we are going to add, I'm just going to do circles. And around we go. Done. I tend to like the idea of putting like texture, and that's what this is kind of leaning towards, around its face as well. So I'm wondering what would happen if I just start adding a few of these little circles here and there. Yes, I like that. Now, if you're going to experiment, kind of like I just did on the spot, you might want to use a pencil so that you can erase it if you don't like it. I would probably be stuck with this now if I didn't like it. And I did not pre-plan this as I'm filming, so I would have been stuck, right? Let's see, here's how these travel around here. Very cute. Maybe I'll throw in a random heart here and there. Actually, it looks like its nose now. I'll add a few more there. Camouflage that, because that's not what I intended. See, I did it and I couldn't erase. There we are. And let's decorate a border for it. I like these swirly lines with little circles on them. A wavy, swirly. do some in here. Do I want to put one in here? I think so. So my original drawing, I actually managed to get the tentacle over there. So with this one, I put them all kind of down, so I have the empty space. So I'm going to put something in there. And you could just leave it empty. You can draw a little fishy in there if you want. It's cute. I think that all these little circles and things remind me of the bubbles that would be floating around in the ocean. Okay, there it is. And now we get to color it.